Hi to all the vintage lovers. I just want to do a quick haul of all the items that are coming up this week. I have a cup of tea out of my beautiful Gina Clifford cup with the chip because everything you put in a dishwasher gets chipped. There is a bit of a chaos going on behind me, but it's just what happens if you are a vintage reseller. I am currently at my dining room table and I apologize for any noises that may happen because it's that time of the evening where all hell breaks loose in the neighborhood. The kids are screaming and the parents are shouting. So you know that type of feeling. So the first item I want to show you, I've had one or two of these before, is this. Let me just see, focus. It's called Ilanit glass. It is a type of glass that is made in Israel. And the whole idea is to get it to look like it was painted with watercolor. And I can't remember the whole history, but it's called, this one is specifically called Ilanit. And then it says Olam Tov Jerusalem. Now, obviously, I don't speak Hebrew, so I don't know if how much or I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the best I can do. So this little one is coming up and I have marked it for 60. Can't remember where I bought it. It was on our thrifting trip to Cape Town. So most of these things I bought on our thrifting trip. I don't think, yeah, there are two items, the two large items that I bought here in East London, but the majority I bought in Cape Town. So let me just, now these two I found in a charity store in Robertson. Now, I love the colors on these. It's not something I would normally pick. I don't know if you keep your balsamic vinegar or if people even use balsamic vinegar. I would put it in bottles like these on the table. So this is for, so this would be your olive oil. And then this is your vinegar, aceto, olio e aceto. My Italian pronunciation is, of course, horrible. It's a type of milk glass. And the stoppers are, trying to get it, the stoppers are in very good condition and there are no breakages on the neck. There is some paint coming off, but I think that's just maybe part of the making process. Maybe they were souvenir pieces that somebody brought back from Italy, and that is how they ended up here in East London. Now this one, I actually thought this is German. It has the typical German number stamp, mold stamp on the bottom. Beautiful little, I think this is a vase. I do not think that the stopper is original. So somebody made or turned a wooden stopper to put in. So this would also make a lovely little vinegar bottle on your table. I just love there's a gentleness to the flowers. I could not find information on it, but obviously hand painted, really beautiful, very gentle. So the back one, um, it's slightly different. Okay. This one I bought here. Now it's not amber and it's not green, so I I call it amber green, ambrine. It's a lovely little vase. It looks handmade, but it might have been made in a mold. And the price on this is probably going to be 70. It's got a price on, but it's not the right price. So probably about 70 for this one. I just think it's lovely. It's elegant, has a nice elongated neck that makes it extremely elegant. I also have this little candy dish. Now, it should have, I think it had a lid. Doesn't have a lip for a lid, but I have seen pictures online where it had a lid, and it's got those Victorian people in blue on the outside. So like a pressed thing. And really pretty. And that would be nice for any milk glass collector or any of the blue and white lovers. I've marked it at 60. So don't think that's expensive. I think that is an absolute bargain. I have looked them up. I think it's French milk glass, if I remember correctly. So I'll definitely put that in my description on Instagram and Yaga. So if that one is coming up. Something that I paid up for. I know I spent too much on this. It was definitely not a bargain. I bought it at, I think it's Oasis in Retreat in Cape Town. And this type of glass is known as Bristol glass with the scalloped edge and the pale blue. Whether it actually is Bristol glass, I don't know. There is confusion about what can be named Bristol glass. So I will say in the style of Bristol glass. There are no stickers, obviously. And then you will see that the foot, there's a lot of gold. Um, this was like a gold, but it has come off. You can see it better from the bottom. And then it's got these little flowers on. Not There's no breakage in that flower. And like a pale red. I don't know if this originally was like a red. I doubt it. I, from what I can remember, they could not make the red color. So you won't often find like antique stuff with a real red. If I'm talking nonsense, tell me, but that's what I can remember from what I've read. So I paid up for this. I'm not making money on this, but I thought it's just too beautiful to pass up. It's got this very heavy decoration on the outside, like what is that, Moriarty or whatever, no, Moriarty. I don't know how to pronounce that. That type of gold enamel decor on the outside. I think that's lovely. This will be coming up for 220. So this is not. I don't know whether a reseller can buy it from me. I would think that this is like probably worth more if you know what you are doing. But I'm just passing it on to the next person. Um, it's called pushing it. So I'm just pushing it. I'm just passing it on to the next person because I could not see this going to a landfill or not, somewhere where it won't be appreciated or somebody's just going to use it and break it for whatever. But I mean, it's if you buy it, it's up to you. Nou praat ek 'n lekker klomp nonsens. I think it's fabulous. I can't remember where I bought these. I have an animal theme this week. It just happened. I actually put another box out, which I was going to talk about. And then somehow these ones all jumped into my light box, and now they're being advertised this week. And so I've got these two puppies, right? There are no markings on them. I would expect them to be maybe Japanese, but they may be English. And they remind me of the Staffordshire dogs. They're obviously not Staffordshire dogs, but I sort of think of them as the poor man's Staffordshire dogs. So if you want to just add a touch of whimsy to your Staffordshire collection, then these would actually go well with those dogs because they also have that, looking at each other but they're puppies, they're Cocker Spaniel puppies. They have a lot of crazing. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. They have a lot of crazing, but to me that adds to the charm. And these ceramic pieces actually, I've never found them without crazing. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just where I live, but they are lovely like that. I think they will be adorable in your decor. Somewhere they will just look lovely. So if anybody buys them, let me know and send me a picture of how you've styled them. I think my price on them is 120. Also not making money on these, but they're cute. Yo, I actually don't know what I was thinking when I bought these because it's not something I buy regularly, but I could not resist. My husband sent me photographs and he said, "Do you want them?" And I could not make a decision. So I went to the charity store to see if they were still there, and they were. Look at this. Is that not fabulous? And this one is huge. I could also not find any information on them, but probably post World War II production. I just loved they were somewhere where there was paint. I love the pink on them. I don't know why they chose the pink, but I love the pink. And if you want to know how to style them, you must go to my friend Peter Hoffman's. I'll try to link him to his page because he styled these dogs or similar dogs in an absolutely fabulous way. Just look at that, it's too darling. And the next one, now this is not a dog, this is a cat, but also huge. Just look at that. And I mean, that's the back. Tail end, if you want to see that, the bottom. I mean, obviously somebody loved them enough. Look at that. They have a lot of crazing, but again, it's the same type of ceramic as the other dogs, and that is just what happens. Come on, smile for the camera. There you go. Isn't she cute? Oh, I hope somebody's going to love them. So I'm going to price the dog and the cat at $150 each, which I think is a total bargain. You are not even going to get that price at the Milnerton market. And I know because I was there recently. I have a lovely friend. I do have some friends. And like I told the students today that you get hotter as you get older. So I'm very hot. And only one started laughing and then the others caught on. This bowl was bought by a friend of mine. She sent me pictures, said, do you want it? And I said, of course. And I didn't even know what size it was or whether it had chips or anything, but look at that. It's already got the price in. I don't know if you're able to see. That doesn't show up on the video. I'm trying to get that iridescent, look at the iridescence on it. And this bowl, this is a salad bowl, and it was made by Federal Glass in the 1970s. And this, now I can't remember the pattern. Some people call it smoky something, colonial smoke. I think that's the color more, but the pattern is called something else. I will put that in the Instagram post. And this one is coming up for, I don't know, I think it's 160. I can't remember. But this one is coming up also on Instagram. I think this one will drop Saturday at 5 o'clock. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So follow me. Will know about the shop in Oudtshoorn that I go to when I'm there. It is the kind of shop where you have to walk in and you have to say, do you have this? Because there is no way you can find it if you just go in there for a couple of minutes. And I found this lovely pair of bookends. And it's a cast metal German Shepherd dog. You know, the police dogs that we used to know. Lovely. This one's ear is shorter, so it looks like that fell off. I'm not sure. It looks fine. It's just shorter than the other one. And then it's got a problem. Let me show you over there. So that looks as if it will come off if you push on it or whatever. So there's a little break there. And I'm not sure what I priced these at. I think I priced them at 140. But I think they are absolutely delightful. I think the wood is oak. It looks like an oak grain to me. So a good oak. And AI is all over the place at the moment. So I think it's because so many people are feeding it the wrong information. So when I first looked this up, it said that they're antique and I could find them. And then when I looked them up again, I could not find them at all. I could only find similar versions of these Florence or Firenze, Italy. But look at that. It's very small. It is a bit more yellow than it shows up on camera. So it's a pale yellow and it has hand-painted flowers. There are some places where the paint has come off, but you're not going to notice it immediately. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I think this is fabulous. Now, I've marked this one up, but I also can't remember what I marked it for. Might be 250 or something like that. You can see it's quite a small tray, so it's not a large one, very small. Yes, and yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to get through all the things I bought in Cape Town, and I'm expecting a new, no, what shall I say, a new batch of vintage items towards the end of next week. So that's also going to take me a while to work through, but I would love to finish this. Um, yeah, this bowl does have a teen, I don't know if it's a chip. It looks more like a maker's defect. I don't know if you'll be able to. Yeah. So these vintage items will be coming up Friday evening. What is the time? It's 15th of August and 16th of August. So if you're watching the video later, then some of them might have sold already, or they may still be available. I'd first post to Instagram, and once things don't move there, or when then I post them to Yaga. I do not have a large following on Yaga yet, so I'm hoping to build that up. But yeah, so these items will all be coming to my shop this weekend. So look out for them and have fun while out shopping.